another story. So I'm about 5 years old. My parents are actually still together, and my father was really good in the yard. Plant trees, bushes, flowers, whatever. The whole outside of the house was his area, and it always looked pretty nice. We wanted a pool, and an in-ground pool was not feasible with our current budget requirements or budget restrictions. So I remember he went to like Sears store and done and orders big pool. So he gets the pool, we put it together, and right before we got done putting it together, the bolt kit that came with this pool that bolts the pool together. So like an above ground pool is normally a big band of aluminum, and then it has a series of holes where the two pieces in the end go together, and you run bolts through it, put special tape inside and out, then you put the liner in it, then you fill it full of water, and boom, you got a swimming pool. Well, it didn't have all of the bolts in the kit. So he started at the bottom where he figured the most pressure was at if it started filling up full of water, and he started bolting the pool together. And when he got to like 5 or 6 from the top, he had to stop and go to town and get some more stainless steel bolts to put this thing together. Of course, we're kids, and he works during the week, so on the weekend, while we're putting it together, he decides he'll just start filling it up, and but he won't take the liner and cover the entire outside edge of the pool because he'll be able to reach in there and put the bolts in. So we get my grandfather had a farm, so we take his big nursing tank, which is how you hold water to fields and run planters and sprayers and everything. So we take that and we start filling this pool up Saturday about 1 o'clock. And it takes all day. You run into the water points and bring back fresh, clean water and get the pool filled up. So Sunday morning we go to church, and when we are leaving church, he slept late. Because he didn't like going to church. He was going to go to town and get some bolts and finish this pool, and then let us enjoy it. It's game on. Everybody has fun. So he's asleep. We come home. My mother says, "Hey, don't wake your father, but if you guys will sneak in the house and get your bathing suits, we can go ahead and swim in the pool, and we'll just stay away. No, we just swim in the pool, and we'll be good to go. Don't tell your dad," because she wanted to swim. So we're all in the pool, and I'm literally like 4'2" at this time, and this is a 48-inch swimming pool. So I'm bouncing, and every time I could bounce as high as I could bounce, I'd grab a gulp of air. And that's all I can do. I can't swim. I'm just trying to not drown in this pool. My sisters are splashing, having fun, whatever, Mom. She walks over and she sees that the liner is not properly tucked in at this section where the bolts are at. So she reaches over and pulls up on the liner to see what's going on. And with that wiggling sensation, her being close to it and the water moving, it starts popping. It pops a bolt. So she screams, "Get out, get out." And so her and my sisters take the exit ladder and get out of the pool. But I'm currently just in a survival mode trying not to drown. And I'm on the other side of this big in-ground, a big above-ground pool, and I'm trying to hop one-legged and go up air and get to the ladder. So needless to say, I didn't make it. The pool starts wiggling, and as it starts wiggling, it's popping bolts all the way down the seam. Where the two sides bolted together collapse and blow out. And so it takes all of the water in the pool and just shoots it across the yard. The opposite side of the pool that wasn't bolted together raises up in the air and flattens. And when it flattens, it's like a cannon. It just shoots all of the water out, and I'm still in this thing, and I'm body surfing across the backyard. We had like a little barn in the back and a lean-to shelter off of it, and that's where we kept the lawnmowers. The lawnmower stopped me. I floated in water like this deep. I'm screaming. There's plants, bushes, flowers, this stuff just getting rolled over and broke from this wave of water, this tsunami in the backyard. And when I got to the lawnmower, I put my hands out and hit the back tire and stopped. And I'm just sitting there. And all of the yelling and screaming woke up the man inside the house. He comes out the back door and he is livid because all of the money he had spent on that pool was ruined. And there's water everywhere. His flower beds, his plants, a lot of them are ruined. And Mom is standing there in her bathing suit and my sisters, and they're acting like nothing's happened. Like, And he's like, why'd you get in the pool? I can't believe y'all did this. Y'all totally messed up our pool. Look how much money you've ruined. And he didn't really care that I was thrown across the yard. So yeah, that was the rest of the summer we didn't have a pool, and I think by the next year we might have gotten one or something. But yeah, that was crazy when the pool collapsed.